Hello, and a very warm welcome. My name is David Ellis, and I am so deeply glad you are here with me tonight. It feels like a reunion with an old friend, settling down by the fireside after a long time apart. Whether this is your first journey with us or you have walked these quiet paths many times before, know that you are in the right place. This time, this space, has been created just for you. Together, in our shared chronicles of slumber, we have explored so many forgotten corners of a world steeped in myth and tranquility. We have sought shelter in the ancient halls of slumbering castles, their stone walls holding centuries of silence. We have rested in enchanted forests, beneath a canopy of silver leaves, with the stars as our only nightlight. And tonight, our travels bring us to yet another sanctuary, a place built not of grand ambition, but of profound peace. A place designed to quiet the restless mind and soothe the weary soul. Before we step into our story, I want you to feel the intention behind our time together. Think of this not as a performance, but as a gentle invitation. An invitation to let go. The world outside, with all its noise, its demands, and its endless pace, has no hold on you here. For the next little while, that world can wait. It will be there in the morning, but for now, you have given yourself a precious gift, the gift of stillness. There is truly nothing required of you in this realm. There is no puzzle to solve, no expectation to meet, no destination you must strive to reach. Your only quest, if you choose to accept it, is to find comfort. To allow yourself to be held by the quiet. The story is simply a vessel, a gentle current to carry you toward the shores of sleep. If my voice becomes a distant murmur, if the details of our journey blur and fade, then know that it is serving its truest purpose. So, find your comfortable position now. Let your body settle into the softness of your bed. Feel the gentle weight of the blankets, a comforting presence, a silent promise of security. Take a slow, deep breath in, filling your lungs with calm, and as you exhale, release the day. Let it all drift away. Another breath in, drawing in peace, and a long, slow breath out, letting go of any lingering tension. You are safe now. Utterly and completely safe. Do you hear that? That is the sound of a monastery bell, ringing across the misty valley. It is not a call to action, but a note of pure, clear welcome. Each gentle hum that reaches you on the evening air is a vibration of peace, an ancient signal that has welcomed weary travelers for 1,000 years. It is a sound that says, your journey is over for today. You have arrived. Let that sound be your anchor. Allow it to guide you away from the shores of wakefulness. We are leaving the busy harbors of the day behind and setting sail on a sea of tranquility. Let the outside world fade away, let your thoughts soften at the edges, and prepare to step into a place of rest. A place of absolute peace. Our story begins now, and so, your journey continues, though its final, gentle steps are already underway. Picture yourself now, walking a narrow path that winds through a forest of towering pines. The last colors of sunset have long since bled from the sky, leaving behind a deep, velvet twilight. The air around you has grown cool and crisp, carrying the clean, sharp scent of pine and damp earth. You can feel this cool air on your cheeks, a gentle reminder that the day has finally given way to the peace of the night. Your muscles are weary, it's true. They hold the memory of the day's long walk, of hills climbed and valleys crossed. Your shoulders may feel heavy with the weight of your traveler's pack, and your feet ache with a dull, honest tiredness. But this is a good kind of weariness. It is the feeling of a day well spent, a journey honorably made. And it is a feeling that will make your eventual rest all the more sweet, all the more profound. There is no need to push onward anymore. The road behind you has vanished into the deepening shadows, and with it, all the concerns of the world you have left behind. They cannot follow you here. You lift your gaze from the path at your feet and look ahead, through the majestic, pillar-like trunks of the ancient trees. And that is when you see it. At first, it is just a flicker, a small point of light where there should only be darkness. It is not the cold, distant silver of a star, but a warm, golden glow. A soft, buttery light that seems to pulse gently, like a sleeping heart. It is a beacon. A promise of warmth, of shelter. And as you watch it, you feel a sense of relief wash over you, a quiet knowing that your search is almost over. The sound of the bell calls to you again, clearer now, closer. It seems to come from the very same direction as the light, and you know, with absolute certainty, that this is your destination. You are being guided home. Each step you take now feels lighter than the last. The path begins to widen slightly, the pine needles underfoot forming a soft carpet that muffles your footfalls. The wind whispers through the high branches above, a sound like a gentle, ceaseless exhalation. It is the forest breathing, settling down for the night, and it seems to be whispering to you. Rest now, you are welcome, rest now. The golden light grows larger, and you can now see that it is not one light, but several, shining from the high, arched windows of a great stone building. Its form is just a silhouette against the darkening sky, but you can make out the strong, steady lines of its walls and the gentle slope of a heavy roof. It is an abbey. An old stone monastery, standing steadfast and serene amidst the wilderness. It has stood here for an untold number of years, a sanctuary against the storms of the world, and tonight, it offers its sanctuary to you. As you draw nearer, you step out from the edge of the forest. The path opens into a clearing, and the abbey stands before you in its quiet majesty. The moonlight now touches the tops of its stone walls, giving them a soft, silver sheen. The building feels ancient, solid, and immensely peaceful. It does not feel like a fortress, but like a refuge. It was built for this very purpose, to provide a place of peace for souls in need of rest. You have arrived. All the roads and all the worries of the day are behind you now. There are no more miles to travel, no more hills to climb. You are standing at the threshold of tranquility. Take a moment here, in the cool, still air of the clearing. Breathe it in. And as you breathe out, let go of that final bit of weariness from your journey. You are here. You are safe. The great wooden doors of the monastery are just ahead, waiting to welcome you in. You stand before the great oak door. It is immense, fashioned from thick, dark planks of wood and bound with wide bands of black iron. Time and weather have softened its edges and deepened its grain, but it remains a symbol of steadfast strength. There is no grand handle, only a simple iron ring hanging from a braided rope. You reach out, your fingers brushing against the cool, rough metal, and you knock. Not with urgency, but with a quiet request. The sound is not sharp, but a solid, reassuring thud that seems to be absorbed by the ancient wood, a sound that speaks of the deep silence waiting within. You wait for only a moment in the cool night air. You hear a sound from the other side, a heavy, wooden clunk as a bolt is drawn back, then the low, resonant groan of iron hinges stirring from their slumber. The door does not swing open quickly. It moves with a slow, deliberate grace, revealing a sliver of warm, flickering light against the deep darkness within. In the opening stands an old monk. His head is bowed slightly, his face, etched with the gentle lines of kindness and age, is cast half in shadow. He is dressed in a simple, heavy robe of undyed wool, and a hood is pulled back, revealing a fringe of silver hair. He does not speak. He does not need to. His eyes, when they meet yours, hold a deep and gentle calm, an expression of pure, unconditional welcome. He has seen 1,000 tired travelers just like you, and his gaze holds only understanding and peace. He gives a slight bow of his head and then makes a gentle, open-palmed gesture, inviting you to step inside. And as you cross the thick stone threshold, moving from the cool, moonlit clearing into the still air of the abbey, he closes the great door behind you. It swings shut with a soft, final thump, and with another resonant clunk, the heavy wooden bolt slides back into place. Listen to that sound. That is the sound of the world being gently closed out. The sound of the wind is gone, replaced now by a profound and sacred silence. The chill of the night air is replaced by a cool, still atmosphere, untouched by the breeze. The scent of pine gives way to the faint, clean aroma of old stone, beeswax, and perhaps a hint of incense from some distant chapel. You are inside now. You are sheltered. The world, with all its paths and all its cares, has been left behind that door. You can feel a weight you didn't even realize you were carrying begin to lift from your shoulders. There is no longer anywhere you need to go. There is no one you need to be. You are simply a traveler who has found their refuge for the night. The monk, seeing that you are safely inside, turns without a word. In his hand, he holds a small, simple lantern, a single candle flame burning steadily within its glass panels. This small flame is the source of the warm light you saw from the forest. It casts long, soft shadows that dance and sway against the stone walls around you. The monk's own shadow stretches long and thin behind him as he begins to walk, his leather-soled shoes making a soft, shuffling sound on the smooth, worn flagstones. His pace is slow, unhurried, and perfectly calm. His gesture is clear, "Follow me. Your rest is this way." And you do, leaving the great door behind, and stepping deeper into the quiet heart of the whispering monastery, you follow the small, steady pool of light cast by the monk's lantern. He leads you down a long corridor, a cloister that seems to have been carved directly from the living stone of the earth. The walls are made of immense, pale blocks, fitted together so perfectly that you can barely see the seams. The floor beneath your feet consists of wide, smooth flagstones, worn down in the center by the passing of countless quiet footsteps over countless quiet years. This passageway is not dark. The monk's lantern provides a warm, immediate glow, but the main source of light comes from candles. At regular intervals along the wall, small, arched niches have been carved into the stone, and within each one, a thick, cream-colored candle burns with a soft, unwavering flame. They are like small, silent guardians, each one a tiny beacon of warmth in the cool stillness of the ancient hall. The light here is unlike any other. It is gentle, alive. It doesn't flood the corridor or banish the darkness, rather, it makes peace with it. It pools on the floor, softens the hard edges of the stone, and creates a tranquil space between the deep, velvety shadows. As you walk, you watch these shadows. Your own shadow stretches out long before you, merging with the monks, and the shadows of the arched ceilings dance in a slow, silent, and graceful rhythm on the walls. There is nothing to fear in these shadows. They are soft, gentle, and peaceful. They are a part of the quiet. The only sound is the soft shush-shush of the monk's leather shoes on the stone, and the gentle, more solid tap, tap, of your own weary footsteps. The sound echoes, but not in a sharp or jarring way. The echo is soft, absorbed by the sheer age and solidity of the stone, creating a gentle, rhythmic cadence. Shush, tap, shush, tap. It is a calming, meditative rhythm. A rhythm you can match your breathing to. A slow breath in, and a slow breath out. There is no need to hurry here. The pace is set by peace itself. You allow your shoulders to drop, to release a tension you were holding. You can feel the cool, still air on your skin. It is the temperature of a deep cellar, clean and pure. And it carries the scent of this sacred place. It is the smell of cool, dry stone, of melting beeswax from the dozens of candles, and a faint, sweet undertone of dry herbs. As if this corridor also serves as a place for drying lavender and chamomile. The aroma is calming, ancient, and deeply comforting. With every step you take, you feel the day falling further and further behind you. It is as if this long corridor is a bridge, a passage between the world of noise and effort, and this new world of stillness and sanctuary. Your thoughts, which may have been racing just a short while ago, begin to slow down, mirroring the unhurried pace of your walk. They have nothing to cling to here but the simple, repetitive beauty of the scene. The warm light. The soft sound. The cool air. Each flicker of the candlelight seems to whisper a silent message, just for you. Relax, let go, it says. You have nowhere else to be, no one else to be. You are simply here, walking, breathing, and being held in this profound and peaceful quiet. Your journey is almost at its end for the night. You are being led to your rest. And you know, with a certainty that settles deep within your bones, that you are deeply and completely safe. The monk's slow, rhythmic footsteps come to a halt. You stop beside him, and he turns to face a simple, unadorned wooden door, dark with age and worn smooth by the touch of many hands over many centuries. He places his hand upon it, not on a handle, but on the wood itself, and with a gentle push, the door swings inward with a soft wooden whisper, opening into the room that awaits you. He does not enter. He simply stands aside, holding his lantern aloft to illuminate the space, and gestures for you to go in. You step across the threshold, and your weary feet find not cold stone, but a simple, clean reed mat, cool and smooth beneath your soles. The room is small, simple, and perfect. It is a space of profound and humble peace. The walls are the same thick, pale stone as the corridor, but here they feel closer, more protective, like a gentle embrace. Directly ahead, set into the far wall, is a small, arched window, its glass thick and uneven, currently a dark pane reflecting the candlelight from within. To your left stands the bed. It is a low wooden frame, holding a thick mattress of clean, dry straw. You can smell its faint, sweet scent, like a sun-drenched meadow at the end of summer. On top of the mattress lies a thick, heavy wool blanket, the color of rich earth, folded neatly and waiting to offer its warmth. It is a bed made not for luxury, but for deep, honest, and restorative sleep. To your right, beneath the window, is a small, sturdy wooden table and a single, three-legged stool. And upon the table, you see a simple earthenware cup, from which a delicate spiral of steam is rising into the still air. A gift. An offering of welcome. The faint, sweet aroma of chamomile and honey reaches you, a scent that promises calm and comfort. This is all the room contains. A bed, a table, a light, and a promise of peace. There is nothing else needed. The old monk catches your eye from the doorway. He gives you another small, gentle nod, a look of serene contentment on his face. And then, for the first time, he speaks. His voice is not much more than a whisper, a dry, soft sound, like the rustling of old parchment. "This space is yours for the night," he says quietly. "May you find peace here." And with that blessing, he slowly pulls the door closed. It swings shut, and the warm light from his lantern in the corridor vanishes, leaving your chamber lit only by the single, steady candle burning on your small table. You hear the soft, wooden thunk as the latch settles into its groove. It is not the sound of being locked in, but the sound of the world being lovingly shut out. You hear the monk's soft, shuffling footsteps as he walks away, the sound growing fainter and fainter down the stone corridor until it disappears entirely. And then, there is only silence. A deep, pure, and perfect silence. The kind of silence that feels like a physical presence, a soft, heavy blanket of quiet that settles over everything. You are alone, but you are not lonely. You are in your own private sanctuary. The door is closed. You are safe. These thick stone walls are your guardians for the night. This simple room is your haven. Here, in the quiet heart of the abbey, you can finally, truly, begin to rest. For a long moment, you simply stand in the center of the room, held in the perfect, profound silence. Your gaze is drawn to the small table, to the simple earthenware cup. A delicate, silvery wisp of steam rises from it, unfurling in the still air like a ribbon, beckoning you closer. This simple gift, left for you, is a quiet expression of care, a gesture of welcome that needs no words. Slowly, you move towards the table. Your body is heavy with a pleasant weariness, and each movement is deliberate and unhurried. You pull out the small, three-legged stool. It makes a soft, scraping sound against the stone floor, the only sound in the room. You settle onto its smooth, worn wooden seat, your body grateful to be supported, to be at rest. You are now sitting at the table, close to the candle. Its single flame dances gently, casting a warm, living light onto your hands and the cup. You lean forward slightly, into this pool of golden warmth, and place your hands around the cup. It is not too hot, but deeply, wonderfully warm. The heat is solid and real, a comforting presence. You feel it seep into your palms, a gentle, soothing energy that travels up your arms, loosening the tired muscles in your shoulders and neck. You close your eyes for a moment, just feeling that simple, profound sensation of warmth. You lift the cup towards you, bringing it close enough to feel the moist warmth of the steam on your face. And you breathe in. The aroma is wonderfully calming. It is the gentle, floral scent of chamomile, like a field of tiny, sun-drenched daisies. And beneath that, there is the rich, golden sweetness of honey, a scent of comfort and nourishment. It is the smell of peace, the smell of healing. It is an invitation to unwind, to simply be. You take a small, careful sip. The liquid is the perfect temperature, warm enough to soothe, but not so hot as to burn. The taste is just as you imagined, the gentle, apple-like flavor of the chamomile, perfectly balanced by the mellow, liquid sweetness of the honey. It feels wonderfully comforting as it glides over your tongue and warms your throat. You swallow, and you can feel that warmth spreading downwards, a gentle, calming wave that moves from your throat into your chest. It blossoms there, in your center, a small, radiant pool of liquid peace. And from there, it begins to spread, outwards through your limbs, downwards into your stomach. It is as if this simple drink is gently dissolving any knots of tension, any lingering chill from your long journey. With another slow sip, you feel your whole body surrendering to this feeling of ease. The warmth is a gentle, calming wave. There is no hurry. There is nothing to do. There is nowhere to be. There is only you, and the simple, grounding ritual of this warm cup. Each sip is an affirmation that you are being cared for, that you are in a place of nourishment and safety. You set the cup down on the wooden table with a soft, solid clink. The sound is small and clear in the vast silence. You watch the candle flame for a moment, how it sways and dances, and how its tiny golden fire is reflected in the dark glass of the window pane. It is your companion for the night. A quiet, watchful light. This moment is entirely yours. A moment of pure, uninterrupted peace. The last of the warm, sweet tea is gone, but its gentle, calming effect remains, a pleasant, soothing weight in your body. You set the empty cup back on the table with a soft, final clink. The candle flame continues its silent, steady dance, your only companion in this peaceful solitude. For a moment, you simply sit, allowing the stillness of the room to soak into you. There is a deep, abiding sense of peace here, a quiet that seems to have seeped into the very stones over hundreds of years. A gentle curiosity stirs within you. You feel a pull towards the small, arched window, a desire to see the world from within this sanctuary. Slowly, you rise from the stool, your movements fluid and relaxed. You take the 2 or 3 steps needed to cross the small room, your bare feet silent on the cool reed mat. You arrive at the window and place your hands on the stone sill. It is wide and deep, a testament to the thickness of the abbey's walls. The stone is cool and smooth beneath your palms, a grounding, solid sensation. You lean closer, peering through the glass. It is not the perfectly clear, flat glass of the modern world. It is old, beautifully imperfect, with tiny bubbles and gentle waves captured within it, a silent record of the craftsman's breath. These imperfections soften the view, making it feel less like looking through a window and more like looking into a dream. And what you see takes your breath away. The window does not look out into the dark, wild forest, but into a small, enclosed courtyard, a cloister garden. It is a perfect square of green, a secret, hushed world, hidden away at the heart of the monastery. And tonight, it is bathed in the most extraordinary light. The full moon must be high in the sky, for its light pours down into the courtyard like liquid silver. It is not a harsh or a cold light, but a gentle, luminous glow that touches everything with a serene, ethereal beauty. You can see the dark, velvety shapes of neatly trimmed herb bushes and the slender silhouette of a single, small tree in the center. The moonlight traces the edges of every leaf and stone, outlining them in soft, silver fire. Droplets of evening dew on the leaves and on the blades of grass catch the light, sparkling with a tiny, diamond-like gleam. The light falls upon the stone walkway that borders the garden and upon the arched columns of the cloister opposite your window, creating a beautiful, repeating pattern of soft light and deep, gentle shadow. It is a scene of perfect, sculpted tranquility. And then, you notice a small movement. From the deep shadows of the covered walkway, a creature emerges. It is a cat, a sleek silhouette of midnight fur. It moves with a silent, liquid grace, its paws making no sound on the ancient stones. It steps into a patch of moonlight, and for a moment, its dark fur seems to drink in the silver light. It is not a stray, but a creature of this place, as much a part of the abbey as the stones themselves. The cat stretches, a long, luxurious arch of its back, a picture of pure contentment. Then it sits, and begins to groom a paw with meticulous, unhurried care. Its presence confirms what you already feel in your soul: this is a place of absolute safety. A place so peaceful that even the smallest creatures are at ease. After a moment, the cat curls into a perfect circle in the patch of moonlight, tucks its head in, and settles into a deep, untroubled sleep. Watching this, a feeling of profound calm settles over you. The moonlight holds this small, secret world in a gentle embrace, and it holds you, too. You are sheltered by these ancient stones, and watched over by the quiet, silver moon. Seeing this small creature, so perfectly at peace, gives you permission to feel the same. To let go of your last guard, and to accept the deep, serene rest this place has to offer. You remain at the window for a long while, watching the sleeping cat bathed in moonlight, your hands resting on the cool, solid stone of the sill. The scene is a perfect portrait of peace, a quiet anchor for your thoughts. You feel the rhythm of your own breathing slow down, becoming deeper and more regular, syncing with the profound stillness of the night. Eventually, you turn from the window and the silver garden, and the room embraces you once more with its simple, quiet warmth. You move back towards the center of the chamber, your small world illuminated by the single, gentle candle flame. And it is here, in the heart of your small sanctuary, that you begin to truly listen. Not with your ears, at first, but with your whole body. You listen to the silence. And you realize the silence here is not empty. It is not an absence of sound, but a presence in itself. It is a thick, soft blanket of quiet that has been woven over centuries of peaceful contemplation, prayer, and rest. It holds the history of this place. You can feel it pressing gently against your skin, filling the spaces between your thoughts, inviting your mind to become as still as the air around you. The bell, which guided you here from the forest, has long since fallen silent. The world outside these walls has faded to a distant memory. There are no demands on you here. No conversations to be had, no tasks to be completed. This silence is a gift, a rare and precious thing. It wraps around you like the softest wool, muffling all the sharp edges of the day. And then, as you stand there, truly listening, you hear it. It is a sound so faint, you are not sure at first if you are imagining it. It is the sound of music. From somewhere deep within the abbey, from a distant corridor or another quiet chamber, someone is playing a flute. It is a simple wooden flute, its tone clear and breathy and pure. The melody is not a performance. It is simple, slow, and thoughtful. It rises and falls in gentle, wandering phrases, like a stream meandering through a quiet meadow. The notes are sparse, with long, peaceful pauses in between, as if the musician is choosing each one with great care and intention. The sound is made peaceful by the great stone walls it must travel through to reach you. All the sharp edges are smoothed away, leaving only the soft, melancholic, and deeply beautiful heart of the melody. It is the sound of solitude, but not of loneliness. It is a song of peace, a quiet meditation played out in notes of air and wood. You close your eyes, the better to receive the sound. The simple melody doesn't ask you to think or to feel anything in particular. It simply is. A companion to the silence. A gentle thread of sound weaving through the vast, quiet tapestry of the night. You don't know who is playing, and it doesn't matter. It might be a young monk, finding solace in music before sleep. It might be the old man who welcomed you at the gate. The anonymity of it is part of its beauty. It is a shared moment of peace, an anonymous gift of quiet beauty offered up to the night. The sound seems to say, you are not alone in your search for peace. We are all here, resting, breathing, held in the same great quiet. It is another layer of comfort, another confirmation that all is well. You are safe. You are protected. And the air itself is filled with a gentle, calming lullaby. Just for you, the last, faint note of the distant flute hangs in the air for a moment, and then it, too, dissolves into the deep and welcoming silence of your chamber. The music has done its work, gentling your mind, smoothing out the last of your tangled thoughts, leaving you in a state of pure, quiet presence. Now, a different kind of call makes itself known. It is not a sound, but a feeling. A deep, gentle pull from your own weary body. It is the call to rest. And your eyes are drawn to the bed, waiting so patiently for you in the soft candlelight. It doesn't look luxurious, but it looks profoundly inviting. It is a promise of deep, uncomplicated, and well-earned slumber. You move towards it, your body feeling heavy now, not with a burdensome weariness, but with the pleasant, grounding weight of impending sleep. You stand beside the low wooden frame, and you reach out a hand, not yet to get in, but simply to touch. Your fingertips brush against the surface of the heavy, woolen blanket. The texture is wonderful. It is not silky or artificially soft, but honest and real. You can feel the thick, woven fibers, a slightly coarse, incredibly comforting texture. It is a blanket made for warmth, for protection. It feels durable, safe. You run your hand over its surface, and the simple, tactile sensation is deeply reassuring. Taking a corner of the blanket, you fold it back. The wool is heavy in your hands, its weight a comforting, protective presence. As you draw it back, you reveal the mattress beneath. It is a thick pallet, generously stuffed with clean, golden straw. The candlelight plays across its surface, highlighting the individual stalks, the textures of a harvested field brought inside to offer you comfort. And a scent rises to meet you. It is the most wonderful smell. The clean, dry, sweet scent of sun-baked hay. It smells of the end of summer, of warm earth and open skies. It is a scent that is both calming and incredibly grounding. There is nothing in it but nature itself, offering its simple, honest rest. You sit down on the edge of the bed. The mattress makes a soft, welcoming rustle beneath you. It is not soft like a feather bed, it is firm, supportive, yet it yields perfectly to your weight. You can feel the dense, springy texture of the straw compressing gently. You sit there for a moment, simply feeling the support beneath you, feeling the day's long journey finally coming to its absolute end. Then, you swing your legs up onto the frame, the movement slow and deliberate. You slowly lower your back, and finally, you let your head come to rest. Perhaps there is a simple pillow, stuffed with the same sweet straw, or perhaps your head just finds its place in a slight hollow. It does not matter. What matters is the feeling of letting go. The bed receives you completely. Feel your body as it surrenders its weight. Feel the mattress adjust to your shape, cradling you. It is a unique and wonderful sensation. You can feel your shoulders sinking in, your back finding its perfect alignment, your hips and legs being held and supported. Every single muscle in your body, which has worked so hard to carry you here, can finally release its hold. There is nothing more to do. No more roads to walk. No more burdens to carry. The journey is over. This simple, sweet-smelling bed is your destination. Here, in the quiet, candlelit room, in the heart of the ancient monastery, you are completely held. You are utterly safe. And you can feel the first, gentle waves of true, deep sleep beginning to wash over you. You lie here, perfectly still, your body held in the gentle, firm embrace of the straw mattress. You can feel the day's long journey in your bones, a deep and honest ache that is now slowly, steadily melting away into a feeling of profound relief. You are here. You have arrived. There is nowhere else you need to be. Your hand finds the folded edge of the heavy wool blanket beside you. The fibers feel comforting and real beneath your fingertips. Slowly, with a gentle, deliberate motion, you draw it up over you. The movement is effortless. As you pull it up towards your chin, you notice its weight. It is not an oppressive weight. It is substantial, grounding. A feeling of pure security, of being protected and safely anchored. Let the weight of this blanket be a comfort to you now. Imagine that with this simple, physical act, you are also drawing a line between this moment of rest and the day that has passed. Allow the gentle pressure of the blanket to be a reminder, a gentle signal to your body and your mind. This is your cue to let go. Gather up all the cares of your journey. All the thoughts of the road you have traveled, all the worries about the road that may lie ahead tomorrow. Gather up any conversations, any concerns, any lingering tensions that you may have carried with you, tucked away in the corners of your mind. See them not as problems, but simply as stones in a traveler's pack, which you have carried honorably and well. But you do not need to carry them any longer. As you settle beneath the blanket's gentle, steady weight, give those stones, those worries, over to its care. Release them. Let the blanket hold them for you now. Feel them sinking away from you, dissolving into the quiet safety of this room. They can wait until morning, or they can simply drift away entirely. It does not matter. Tonight is not for carrying burdens. Tonight is only for rest. You have done enough today. You have traveled far enough. You are enough, just as you are, resting here in this simple, sacred space. Your eyes, growing heavier with each passing moment, turn one last time towards the small table. The single candle flame, your faithful companion since you entered this room, is nearing its end. The flame, which once burned so brightly, has grown smaller now. It flickers softly, its golden light contracting, its dance slowing down. It is a final, gentle pulse of warmth, a last soft wave goodbye. You watch as it dips and rises one last time in a soft, bright flare, and then, with a soft, almost imperceptible sigh, it is gone. The room is now held in a soft, gentle darkness. It is not a startling or an empty darkness. It is a peaceful, welcoming darkness. The darkness of a deep forest at midnight. The darkness of a quiet, sleeping home. And as your eyes adjust, you realize that you are not in total darkness after all. A soft, silvery light, the same light you saw in the garden, is still filtering through the small, arched window. The moonlight has become your new guardian. It paints a faint, gentle rectangle of silver on the stone floor, a quiet assurance that the night is watching over you. You are completely safe, wrapped in warmth, held by the silence, and watched over by the moon. There is nothing left to do now, but drift. You lie in the soft, peaceful dark, bathed in the faint, silvery light of the moon. Your body is heavy, your limbs are loose, and your mind is quiet. You are floating in a peaceful space between wakefulness and sleep, held securely in the gentle gravity of rest. The world has been reduced to this simple, perfect moment, the comfort of the blanket, the support of the mattress, the stillness of the air. And into this deep, profound quiet, a new sound begins to weave itself. It starts so subtly, you feel it more than you hear it. It is the sound of the wind. But it is not a harsh or a violent wind. It is the sound of the world breathing. It is the ancient, timeless sigh of the night. Listen. You can hear it moving through the great pine forest that surrounds the abbey. It is a soft, rushing sound, a ceaseless like a gentle river of air flowing through a million tiny needles. It is the very same forest you walked through, and the sound is a distant, soothing reminder of your journey's end. The trees are whispering to each other, sharing the quiet secrets of the night, and they are singing you to sleep. The wind leaves the forest and travels across the moonlit clearing. You can hear the tone of its voice change as it meets the strong, silent walls of the monastery. Here, it does not howl or rage. The ancient stones, which have stood against 1,000 years of storms, calm the wind's voice. They transform its power into a gentle, melodic hum. It is this soft hum that you can hear at the edge of your small window. It is a low, gentle lullaby. It is a song as old as the mountains, a melody sung to every tired traveler who has ever sought shelter from the night. It sings of rest. It sings of stillness. It sings of deep, untroubled sleep. With every gentle sigh of the wind outside, feel your own body grow heavier, more relaxed. Let the sound be a gentle current, washing away the very last remnants of your conscious thought. Let it carry you. The wind is telling a story without words. It whispers that all is well, that the world is turning as it should, that the forest is sleeping, that the moon is watching, and that you are safe. So very safe. There is a beautiful comfort in this moment. To be so warm, so sheltered, so deeply at peace, while the vast, cool world breathes and whispers just outside your window. The thick stone walls are your guardians, and they allow you to hear the night's music without feeling its chill. You are a part of the night, but you are completely protected from it. You are exactly where you need to be. Your mind begins to drift now, floating on the soft, steady sound of the wind. The distinction between the sound outside and the feeling of peace inside begins to blur. The whisper of the wind through the pines and the soft, steady rhythm of your own breathing are becoming one. A single, gentle tide, rising and falling. In and out. Let this gentle tide carry you now. There is no need to hold on to anything. No need to think. No need to try. Simply float. Simply be. The sound of the wind is the last thing you need to hear. It is the voice of the night itself, giving you its final, gentle blessing, and guiding you softly, carefully, into the deep, peaceful ocean of sleep, and so, you float, you are drifting on a soft, quiet tide, carried by the gentle sound of the wind and the steady, slow rhythm of your own breathing. The boundary between the world outside and the world within has dissolved. The soft moonlight on the floor, the feeling of the warm blanket, the sound of the wind sighing through the pines, it has all merged into one single feeling. The feeling of peace. There is nothing left to hold on to. Nothing left to think about. Your mind is quiet, still, and clear, like a deep, calm pool of water reflecting the moon. Any thoughts that may arise are like soft, small clouds drifting lazily across the night sky. You can watch them come, and you can watch them go. They do not disturb the stillness. They are not a part of you. You are simply here. Present. Peaceful. The monastery sleeps. Its ancient stone walls are resting, dreaming of 1,000 quiet nights just like this one. The forest sleeps. Every tall pine, every small creature is resting beneath the same silver moon. The little cat in the garden sleeps, curled in a perfect circle of warmth and trust. And now, you can sleep 2. The moon watches over you. A silent, gentle guardian in the sky. The wind is your lullaby. A soft, distant whisper. You are safe. So completely safe. Your body is heavy now. A pleasant, comforting weight. Sinking gently, deeper, and deeper into rest. Your breath is slow, so slow, and so steady. A gentle tide, rising and falling, in and out. There is only peace now, only quiet, only rest. The last gentle sounds fade away. The last soft light fades from your mind. You are drifting into the deep, warm, silent dark. It is time to rest. It is time to sleep. Good night. Sleep well.